Greetings, friends. We were driving in Yerushalayim. Ahead of us, a car stopped, blocking the narrow street. If they had moved to the side, other cars could have passed. But they were unloading the car, taking their time, ignoring the rest of the world. I stuck my head out and yelled, "Derech Eretz!" But they were oblivious. To them, I did not exist. My parents were not observant. They grew up without Torah. But never, not in a million years, would they have blocked the road. It would never have occurred to them to do anything to impede the life of another person. I believe that because of my parents' tremendous Derech Eretz, my heart later opened to the Torah. Derech Eretz Kadma LaTorah. Proper behavior, that's Derech Eretz, is the prerequisite for Torah. Hashem wants us to love our brothers and sisters, to care, to make their life happier. Isn't that what Hillel said to the non-Jew? Quote, "Do not do to others what is distasteful to you." That is the essence of the Torah. My friends, we're being weighed in the scale. The dark month of Tammuz is upon us. The nations surround us, full of hate. The fires are burning. We must be very careful. Hashem is watching and measuring every action. I saw a demonstration where an intersection was blocked. Cars and buses were waiting, but no one could move. How could one Yid do this to another? Is it not true that the events of October 7th came directly after months of so-called demonstrations in which Yidden, Jews, acted like enemies toward each other? Last year's demonstrations were followed by a day that has been compared to the Holocaust. It is painful, but it must be said. If we did not listen last time, then what is in store for us if we repeat our terrible blunders? The words of the Navi, the prophet, quote, "I will set wonders in the heavens and on earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke." Our Mefarshim, our commentators say that these words refer to events at the end of days. Have we not seen eclipses in the heavens and blood and fire upon the land? My friend Rabbi Aryeh Litka had a fascinating insight into the words of the Novi Ovadia, who himself was a convert from Edom. At the end of days, Edom will be tricked by those whom he thought were his allies. The prophet says, quote, "How has Esav," and Esav is Edom, "how has Esav been searched, his hordes revealed, the men at peace with you misled you and prevailed over you. Behold, on that day I will eradicate wise men from Edom and understanding from Esav." The Western world, Europe and America, the countries founded by the descendants of Edom, are now being infiltrated by Muslims, to the extent that these countries, once the strongholds of the Church of Rome and its derivative belief systems, are being overrun by the descendants of Yishmael, who are taking over after having been, quote, invited by the wise men. Just to give you an idea, the most popular boy's name in England for the year 2023 was Mohammed. We're talking about England, not Saudi Arabia. My book, 2020 Vision, begins with a quotation from the Malbim, who says that before the coming of Mashiach, the descendants of Yishmael and Edom will unite to attack the tiny nation of Israel. But their coalition will collapse in a cataclysmic conflict in which the two giant cultures will destroy each other. This will be the final war before the coming of Mashiach, and then Mashiach will bring peace to the world. My friends, are we not in the midst of this very scenario? How can we justify enmity among ourselves when the entire world is attacking us and the final chapters of history are being played out in front of our eyes? This week we read about the Para Aduma, the red heifer, which heals Am Yisrael from the impurities which have prevented us from rebuilding the Holy Temple. Can we ever be cleansed? Can we attain purity of heart and purity of soul? Can we really ascend to the Beis HaMikdash? Can we really live in the world of Mashiach? Of course we can. Of course there will be a 10th Para Aduma. Of course the temple will be rebuilt. Of course there will be a redemption. In the words of Reb Chaim Kanievsky Zatzal, Mashiach is already on the street. But we must be loving friends. On Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur we say, quote, let all of creation become a single society to do Hashem's will wholeheartedly. If all creation can become one, then certainly the children of Israel can become one. As soon as that happens, peace will reign upon the earth. It will happen, but only we can make it happen. May we see it soon in our days. Good Shabbos!